Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to Lucario. Shout out to everybody who supports. Shout out to everybody on the Bad Boy membership. Everybody on the Bad Boy show. Everyone on the Confidence show. Everyone on the everybody who calls into the live stream and donates. And yeah, man, everybody, man. Just shout out to everybody who comments. You know what I'm saying? Really appreciate you guys. You guys keep the show going so we can keep the game flowing. You feel me? All right. So today, what I want to talk about is 3 reasons or 3 signals, 3 things that indicate that you are afraid of success with women. Okay? Because there's a lot of guys out here, you know, they have these desires, right? There's things that they want, right? But a lot of times we're actually afraid to get the things that we want because we know deep down in the back of our minds, in the bottom of our hearts, we know that actually getting those things means that we have to make some changes, means that we have to probably upgrade, means that we have to take on more responsibility, right? It means that we have to step up to the level we have to step up to the level of our desires, right? Because actually acquiring our desires puts us at another level. For example, you know, right now you might be driving if you're driving, right? Or shit, right now you might be taking a bus or the train, right? And you're like, oh yeah, I want a car. You know what I'm saying? But to have a car, what you got to do? You might have to finance the shit. So you're going to have a monthly car note. And you're going to have to put gas in it. You're going to have to wash it. You're going to have to change the oil every 3 months. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to keep it clean. Because, you listening to the channel because you trying to fuck with bitches, right? So you're going to have that shit clean so you could... And it got to smell good, you know what I'm saying? So the bitches could come in the car, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, you probably got to pay for a wax or some shit, you feel me? You know, you got to do shit to the car, you know what I'm saying? You might want to go get some rims or, you know, depending on your budget, some hubcaps or some shit. So your car could look a little bit nice so you could pick up the bitch and take it to you can't take it to the movies because of COVID. So you pick up the bitch, you take it to a curbside pick up some food or some shit and then go to the park and eat it. 6 feet away from each other. So you feel me? You're on the bus now, but you're like, I want a car. But then in the back of your mind, you're like, do I really want a car? Because I gotta do all that shit that Miles Cunningham just said, and I don't really know if I can do that. I mean, I basically have just enough money to pay for this fucking bus fare every day. Do I really have the money to pay for a car note and everything else that Miles Cunningham said? You feel what I'm saying? So in the same way, there's a lot of guys out here who are actually afraid of success with women. You understand? And to me, there are 3 glaring indicators. There are more, but these are just the 3 that I want to talk about in this video, right? So the first one that indicates that you are afraid of success with women is that you hate women. You fucking hate women. You sit there and you fucking hate on women. Women are evil and women are hypergamous and women will, you know, get you a rape charge and women are bad, you know, and you just have this hatred for chicks. Everything about women you're angry at. You see what I'm saying? You walk around with this rage. You might have red pill rage too. You know, some guys don't get into that. They discover the red pill. And I ain't trying to diss none of my red pill brothers because a lot of y'all spit some good game. But there's a lot of cats that follow red pill or even discover red pill and they never get out of the red pill rage sequence. You know what I'm saying? Or the red pill rage stage because they realize something about, you know, the dynamics of male-female relations. And yeah, I mean, women have a lot of fault for a lot of shit. You understand what I'm saying? But as men, we have to understand that we are responsible for a lot of that shit because females is only going to do what females are going to do. She's a fucking female. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to give females that much fucking credit. So I don't get, I'm past the stage of being hateful towards women. Yeah, I was in that stage for a minute. I was like, yo, damn, these females is fucking divorcing niggas and taking them for half their shit. And these females are fucking bringing up fake rape charges. And these females are, you know, filing for sexual harassment suits. And these females are calling cops on niggas. And these females are tricking men into getting them pregnant and then having a baby and then ruining their lives. And gosh, women are horrible and terrible. I hate women. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to be on that shit too. But that is an indicator that you are afraid of success with women. To be successful with women, you know what you got to do? You got to stop hating on them, and you got to love yourself, right? You got to love your masculinity. You have to love who you are. You have to love your identity, and you have to be willing to accept your own identity. And when you're all into your own identity and your own acceptance, and you have genuine confidence and love for yourself, it's hard for you to hate other people. Because once you realize how much love you have for yourself, you realize that you and others are connected. So it's kind of hard for you to really hate on people like that, especially a whole fucking species that you actually need to fucking procreate and make this shit happen. This whole, civilization shit. You see what I'm saying? Not to mention you horny and you want to fuck them. You feel me? Not to mention that part. All right. So that's one indicator that you are scared of successful women is you hate women. The second one is and it kind of goes with the first one, is the second one that you are afraid of successful women is that you blame women for everything. You fucking blame women for everything. You see what I'm saying? You fucking blame society is all fucked up because of women. The society's all fucked up because of single parent mothers. And, they turn these niggas into simps. They turn these young men into simps. And it's all women's fault. And COVID, I heard that COVID came from a vagina. And, I blame women for COVID. And, all of this, I just blame women for everything. And so many unwanted pregnancies, I blame women. Do you know where sperm comes from? Does anyone know where sperm comes from? Oh, yeah. So it comes from a guy, right? So how can we blame women for everything? Women are just out here trying to survive, bro. Women are out here trying to survive. They have no fucking faculty. They are opportunists by nature. They don't give a fuck. They deal with what we give them. You understand? I don't care what nobody say. Everybody could talk all this female empowerment, feminist shit. Females are fucking, they deal with what we give them, what men give them. You understand what I'm saying? And they only go as far as we let them. You get what I'm saying? But in order to do that, in order to be ready for success with women, you have to start to take personal responsibility for shit. You have to understand your level of responsibility in any given situation. And you can put the onus on yourself. You can put the blame on yourself. And then once you can do that, once you put the blame on yourself, that's when you know how to move. And once you know how to move with a female, she can't go too far. Because when you know how to move with a female and you stop blaming shit on females, you only give them but so much rope. You only give them but so much space to fuck up. You only give them but so much room or so much trust or whatever to fuck you in the end. You understand what I'm saying? You only give them difference between a dickhead with no game and a man with game is a dickhead with no game is gonna fall in love with a chick and fucking marry her with no prenup. Let's just say he rich, like a Dr. Dre or one of these niggas, right? Excuse me, one of these guys. I'm trying not to say the N-word because I'm trying to see if the algorithm will get better with me like cussing less and using the N-word less. So forgive me. Please bear with me. I'm trying to work it out. But anyway, you rich and you marry a chick because you're falling in love and you don't sign a prenup because she's going to love you forever. But a dude with game is like, nah, man, I'm going to get a prenup. You feel me? I'm going to have a little prenup. You know what I'm saying? You can leave the marriage with, if you end up leaving, you can leave the marriage with something, but you're not leaving the marriage with half. Fuck that. You feel me? So, and that's a man who's taking responsibility. That's a man who's, the difference between a guy who gets a chick pregnant and he's blaming the chick, talking about, oh, she tricked me. Who's tricking you, bro? It was your job and your responsibility to put on the condom. I don't care what you think or say, and I don't care how good the sex feels or whatever. It was your job to carry a condom on you. If you know you're a sexually active young man, you have to carry your own condoms. You have to be protective of your seed. It is your responsibility. There's no room for you to blame a chick. None. Period. I don't care what you say. I don't care. No. It's a lot of dudes out here getting chicks pregnant and then depending on the chick to have an abortion. What's wrong with you, bruh? But to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking, why won't you take responsibility for your own shit? To me, you are afraid of success. You're afraid of having success with women because You always want to have an out, so when shit goes wrong, you could blame it on a female, and that's not man shit. That's bitch nigga shit. Damn, that's bitch shit. You feel me? So I'm struggling. All right, and then the last one that lets me know, and this is a big one, right? Is that you focus on one bitch. You focus on one bitch. You understand? See, a dude that's focusing on one chick, he definitely is not ready for success with women, because a dude that has real success with women, more often than not, he's going to be dealing with more than one female, period. He's going to be dealing with more than one female in some capacity. He may not be fucking all of them, but he's going to be dealing with more than one female in some sort of way. Any man that has success with females is going to be dealing with more than one, because that's just how it works. That's just how it works. I mean, I'm going to do another video on, a little bit more into depth about, why as a man you need to deal with more than one woman, and why your bitch actually wants you to deal with more than one woman. But again, that's another video. But yeah, what I'm saying, you focusing, I know you're scared of success with women because you focus on one chick. You understand? The dudes that call into and again, I appreciate you calling in. Please don't get me wrong, but I have to use your situation as an example, because you are my constituents. You are the guys that call in. You are the people that I know for sure about that are having these issues. You call in and you talk about that one girl at your job, or that one girl in your class, or that one girl at the mall. You understand? These guys, you say, hey man, how many chicks did you talk to today? One. And it's the same chick you've been scoping on for like the past 3 years, and she hasn't been responsive to your game. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're ready to be successful with women, you know that dealing with multiple women is a necessity, because these chicks are way too flake. Because if you understand the nature of a female, right? You study in MGTOW and Red Pill and this and that, and you understand the nature of a female, then by logic, you should know that you have to deal with more than one female. Because yes, these chicks are flaky. Yes, they are fucking immature. Yes, they are unfair. Yes, they don't give a fuck about you unless you can do something for them. We understand all this about women. So why are we still angry at them? Why are we still blaming them? And why are we only focusing on one? You understand what I'm saying? We can't just focus on one. If you're ready for success with females, you have to focus on multiples. And you have to be ready to deal with multiples. You have to be ready to manage multiples. You understand? You have to be ready to date multiples. You have to be ready to represent yourself with different females. You understand? That's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. And you don't have to be alpha and all of this and all of that. We ain't even getting into all that. We don't got to get into all that. All I'm saying is, if you ready for success with females, you can't be focusing on one female. You have to understand that you have to broaden your horizons. And I mean, I'll be honest, I was a one-nighter type of dude. I was in a monogamous relationship for a long time, but bro, like, once I started dealing with multiple females, it was like it opened my game to so many different upgrades, man. It would, and again, I'm gonna get into it on another video when I talk about why your chick wants you to deal with other females. But anyway, so those are the 3 things, man. You understand? If these things are plaguing your mind right now, then that means you are not ready for success with females. You probably need to finish up your MGTOW and Red Pill training, and then come over to the Bad Boy membership so you can actually upgrade your game. So you can, instead of just being angry at women, you can start to understand how to use the nature of females to work for you instead of working against you. You understand what I'm saying? So, it's your boy Miles Cunningham. And as always, the truth is inside you. Peace.